3, 2, 1. Yo, what's happening, guys? It's your boy Wolfie here. We are back, and what we've got for you today is my brand new updated 4-3-1-2 and 4-1-2-1-2 narrow custom tactics video. But first, if you haven't already, guys, drop a like on this video, drop a comment on it if you want to see some other different custom tactics, and hit that subscribe button to my channel and hit that bell so you do get a notification every time I do drop a brand new video. But of course, that is 4 PM UK time every single day without fail. And last but not least, Twitch, Twitter and my TikTok are all down in the description below. If you want to go drop all three of them a follow, I will love you guys forever. But yeah, so the 4-3-1-2 and the 4-1-2-1-2 formations are very overpowered this year, actually. I think a lot more overpowered than they have been in previous years, especially if with like on a 4-3-1-2, if you use your fullbacks on balance so they do bomb forward, it is a very overpowered formation and custom tactics this year. But I feel like you guys do sometimes need a bit of advice with it, because if you use the wrong set of custom tactics with a narrow, whether it be like a foot, well, by the way, YouTube, when I say narrow, I'm like doing that as a whole, so like 4-3-1-2 and 4-1-2-1-2-2. But yeah, so if you do use like the wrong set of custom tactics with a narrow formation, then you will be left very exposed at the back, and sometimes you can just, it's not worth it. So one thing I would say straight off the bat, guys, if you are someone that does struggle with defending and does struggle with defending like 1v1 situations, then I would 1000 trillion billion % recommend having both your fullbacks on stay back while attacking, especially if you are someone that doesn't have very quick centre backs. You know that they are like, so say you use, I don't know, someone with like 79 pace, like you use a normal Virgil van Dijk at the back. I wouldn't want a Virgil van Dijk at the back in a narrow if I'm using my fullbacks on balance, because you'll be exposed 1v1 with Van Dijk's lack of pace. But if you are someone like me that is using like Mbabu and Bender at centre backs with 92 and 96 pace retrospectively, then of course I can get away with defending 1v1 in them situations a lot more. But without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So my 4-3-1-2, my absolute bread and butter. I love the 4-3-1-2. I think it's the formation I'm actually going to be running this weekend with my PSG past and present. So obviously with me, I have R9 and Pele up front, Dino and Cam. I normally actually play Mbappe instead of Ronaldo, but I'm just trying out Team Ronaldo at centre mid. Then of course Vieira and Hullet in the midfield, Davies left back, and Babu Bender at centre back, and then of course Ferland Mendy at right back. Now the reason why the 4-3-1-2 is so good and so effective, guys, is look at the 4-3-1-2 and where all your players are. It is very bunched up into that midfield. And then if you do use your fullbacks on balance, you will see Mendy and Davies get forward a lot. They'll also almost be in line with Ronaldinho, but just on, obviously on the left and the right hand side of that. It's something that I feel like you guys should definitely do. But at the same time, this weekend, I am actually going to be trying out my fullbacks on stay back while attacking, because I've heard that as long as you can really create a lot with that middle cam, then you don't really need your fullbacks on balanced attack to be bomb forward. And if you are someone that does struggle defensively, having them on stay back while attacking and having like a flat back four will help you out tremendously. You won't be caught out in a lot of 1v1 situations like so. You'll just be in that like happy medium, which I always find. Remember, me and Custom Tactics YouTube, if you have seen a lot of my videos before, what do I always say? Happy medium. That's what you want from your Custom Tactics. You want to be in that happy medium spot, believe you me. But yeah, now the Custom Tactics that I am running at this current moment in time on my 4-3-1-2 are balanced, 5 width and 7 depth. Remember, I do play the 7 depth because it then does that automatic glitchy offside trap, which you want, because it just trust me, just use it. If you can't get on with it, then I probably would recommend like a 4 or 5 depth. Probably in a narrow, I'm being real with you guys, in a narrow, because the defending is going to be a little bit harder than if you are in like a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3-1. I would probably recommend like a 4 depth. That is if you do struggle defensively. If you're fine defensively like me, 7 depth, get your team doing the automatic offside trap, you're onto an absolute winner, believe you me. But you can use press after possession loss. That is very, and a million varies after that broken on a 4-3-1-2. But for me, I like to just do my press manually, really. I've never really been a massive lover of like pressure on heavy touch, press after possession loss or anything. I like to use my press like manually. I sometimes don't want my team bombing forward all the time. Sometimes you do need to just chill, you know, and play on that balance. But yeah, so 5 width, 7 depth, balance. Remember, happy medium. Now, the offensive style, again, you definitely can use long ball. Long ball is definitely something I feel like if you guys do struggle in like the offensive and attacking third, using long ball will help you out tremendously. It's definitely something I would recommend. But for me, like I always say, I like to be in that happy medium. I like to be in that G spot with Custom Tactics. Happy medium, not too aggressive, not too defensive. Straight down the line. That's my vibe. I do then play 6 width and 6 players in the box. My motto with the players in the box is nothing major, nothing really too nothing really too like critical or Monday Night Football analysis with Gary Neville and that. It's just the more players that you got in the box, right, the more likely you are to score a goal. It really is as simple as that for me. And then of course, if you are going to take anything from today's video, please, you will start out on the corners and free kicks on 3 and 3. Lower them both down to 2 and 2. It will stop you getting counter-attacked on a lot from your own corners. So please put that on. Honestly, if that's the only thing you're going to take from today's video, put that on, believe you me. Now, the player instructions for the 4-2-1-2. I have both my strikers on getting behind and stay forward. Remember, in a narrow, it's all about scoring goals. This is a very attacking, offensive-minded formation. So please put your strikers on getting behind and stay forward. Your middle cam needs to be on stay forward and get into the box for cross. To get into the box for cross is very key. It will help your middle cam get a lot more creative and help out in the attacking third a hell of a lot. Your middle CDM your middle centre mid should definitely be on stay back while attacking and cover centre. Your right centre mid should be on get forward and cover centre. Your right centre mid should be on get forward. For me, I use the right centre mid on get forward, but if you guys want to use your left centre mid on get forward, it's absolutely fine. As long as one of your left or right centre mids is on get forward, because then it will just help out with the attacking play a hell of a lot. And then my left centre mid is on completely default settings, apart from the defensive position. Again, put him on cover centre. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Me personally, I play balanced attack and overlap on my fullbacks. I can do that because I've got rapid centre backs. If you don't have rapid centre backs, definitely just put on stay back while attacking. It won't really make too much of a difference for you guys, but it will help you out tremendously in terms of the defensive positioning with the 4-3-1-2. So they're the 4-3-1-2 custom tactics I use. But a formation that I have actually grown to start loving a lot more is the 4-1-2-1-2-2. 4-1-2-1-2-2 is a very similar to the 4-3-1-2. The only thing that is different is just like that middle centre mid. So Vieira, he's actually pushed down into a CDM position rather than a centre mid. And I feel like if you guys do struggle with defending in a narrow, definitely try out the 4-1-2-1-2. I know that Boris, Boris Legend, absolute legend of a guy, pardon the pun, he does use the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, so trust me, if he can use it, you can use it. But yeah, the tactics I use on it, again, are balanced with 5 width, 7 depth. Remember, the 7 depth is because of the automatic offside trap. But if you do struggle defensively, in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, I would recommend 5 depth rather than 4 depth, because your centre mid is playing as a CDM in a 4-1-2-1-2-2. So you don't need to go too low with the defensive line. But for me, 7 depth, get our team doing the automatic offside trap, you know the vibe. Again, the offensive style, I play on balanced. Most importantly, with the 4-1-2-1-2-2, because I do play on my left back and right back on stay back while attacking, I do leave my width on 5 because I don't really want my team to go too wide, But I do then play on the players in the box on 6 again. Remember, no in-depth analysis with it. Just surely the more players you got in the box, the more likely you are to score a goal. And again, if you're going to take anything from the video, 2 corners and 2 free kicks, please. Now, player instructions on the 4-1-2-1-2. Now, very similar to the 4-2-1-2. Both my strikers are on getting behind and stay forward like so. My middle cam is on stay forward and get into the box for cross. My CDM is on cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking and cover centre. My left centre mid is just on completely default settings apart from the defensive position, put him on cover centre. And it's the same for my right centre mid, completely default settings but just put him on cover centre on the defensive position. And I do play with my fullbacks on stay back while attacking on the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. But if you do struggle to create a little bit with it, then of course put them on balance and see if you can get on with it. But that right there, guys, is the best narrow custom tactics on FIFA 21 in my opinion, my updated ones. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like on it, drop a comment down below, hit that subscribe button and that bell so you do get a notification every time I do drop a brand new video. And last but not least, Twitch, Twitter and my TikTok are all down in the description below. Make sure you go and drop all 3 of them a follow. I'll love you guys forever. But for now, guys, remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.